Hi everyone, so today I thought I will share with you my traveler's notebook, which is by Chic Sparrow, and I have talked about it when I first got it, and then I showed it in a few of my videos, but I thought today I will just kind of explain what it is, for how I use it, and my current layout, because in the beginning there was a mixture of things, and I was getting used to kind of working in it and finding the right inserts because of the paper. You can't just, go and buy like watercolor paper inserts because the paper is very thin, and the inserts tend to be kind of like a thin size, or this would be like a thick one. So there are different paper styles, there are different needs and usages, and I just wanted to tell you how I use it. Also, before I start, the way I like to purchase things is I would rather save up and buy one really high quality, beautiful piece of whatever it is, rather than go ahead and buy 5 cheap ones. So this is very high quality leather, and I picked Chic Sparrow because I was obsessed, and I'm still obsessed. I love Ali Brown, but she doesn't make as many videos as she used to. But yeah, she used to do a lot of videos on her traveler's notebooks, and that's where I actually learned about them, and particularly about Mr Darcy, which is this one. And before I invested into this beautiful, it's actually like a handbag investment, it's quite pricey but beautiful, and I have zero regrets. So before I invested into this traveler's notebook, I spent so much time kind of picking which leather I'd like, what style I would like, and also the size. So there are a few fantastic videos on Ali Brown's channel where you can see her very big extended collection of these travelers notebooks. So Jen is a lovely lady who is the creator of Chic Sparrow, and I think they have known each other, and so quite often when there is a new product that comes out, I think Jen sends it to Ali, and then you can see basically the traveler's notebook in action, and Ali does a beautiful demonstration of her artwork, and also how she uses the traveler's notebooks. So the abbreviation for it is TN, so I might just start saying that rather than 2 long words, so that you don't get confused what TN is. TN stands for traveler's notebook, right? So basically this is Mr Darcy, so it's a certain leather that you get from Mr Darcy, and the reason I liked it is because I didn't want my to be too floppy. So this one has a nice kind of feel to it. You can see how nicely thick the leather is, and you can get it floppy. So the way Ali Brown does, she takes her notebooks and she rolls the leather. I think there is a demo as well that she does. I wouldn't do it. I like it like that. And it's super smooth. It's like you can see it's sort of like glossy, beautiful leather. The color I went for is buttered rum, I think. I will leave it all in the title. And the gorgeousness about it is because I love how toasted it looks. So when you get it first, it looks lighter, and then with age it starts to look a little bit darker. So if I open it up, you will see what I mean. So you can see this side, there we go, you can see this is darker because it's been a little bit more exposed to the sunlight. I would leave it on my desk and the sun would kind of make it a little bit more darker, and then this side hasn't darkened as yet, but I would actually start flipping it to the other side and leaving it on here to get that beautiful toasted look. So I absolutely love it, and it's supposed to, the more you use it, the more you touch it, it's supposed to get sort of beautifully kind of like patinaed, and yeah, I love, so that's my kind of love and style, so that's why I went for this. Also, having considered it a long time, I decided to go for a B6, which is this one, because I feel that the inserts for it allow the best kind of size for me to do my illustrations. So here is a typical B6 insert. So when I open it, there is enough width, so it's not too narrow and it's not too long. So it really depends on you, what kind of format you prefer to work in. If you like the classic one, I think that's sort of like elongated, the Midori inserts, which were, I think, originally made. So they would be sort of like narrow and long. There are many different sizes that you can choose from. So I went for this size, and let's now sort of talk about how I use it and how I keep it and what I do with it. Because currently I'm working on creating some designs, and so I would use one insert for like a business side of things, and then I would use other inserts for mainly illustrations. And that's what I need my traveler's notebook, because I can take it with me. I also have the variety of small sketchbooks of different things, so I don't need to gather like a lot of sketchbooks. If I want to work on something, I just take it with me to bed. I take it with me on a trip, and it's, you know, that's what it is. It's a traveler's notebook. Okay, so it comes with a little elastic band here. If you want to use it, you can just keep it like that, so nothing kind of, if you stick papers in there, it wouldn't fall out, because I'll show you, I have some loose papers just stuck here, and you know, they wouldn't fall out if I'd use the elastic band to keep it together. So a typical traveler's notebook of any brand would have these. So if you look at the back, there is the elastic bands that are pulled at the back like that, and they create the spine. So this one has 4 like this, so you can see 2, and the other 2 are used. Now you can, if you want to, slide in the insert like that. However, that means you'd only get 4 inserts. There is a little trick that you can do to have more inserts in there. In fact, I have, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 inserts, and then a couple of things which are just sort of like additional stuff, which I'll show you. But basically, to do that, you will need something else. Okay, so to do that, you'll need to get one of those connecting rubber bands. You can buy them in different colors, you can buy them branded, you can buy them just in loose cord. Alright, so I think the memory card got full and I didn't see at which point. So as I was saying, I like these rubber like elastic bands, which you can buy, and this is by Midori, I think, 021. It's called Traveler's Notebook Connecting Rubber Band. Okay, so here's what you do. So you get 2 black and 2 tan. So I've got 2 black and 1 tan, and then sorry about the lighting, it's a very sunny day today, really beautiful, and so it's kind of still morning and the sun is on this side of the house, so I can't do anything about it. Okay, so here's what it looks like. It literally just looks like a rubber band, so let me just take it out for you. So that's what it looks like. So this is it. So it's quite elasticated, and I like the fact that there are no knots here, and it's one piece, and it just feels really good. Also the fact that it's flat, I like that, so it sits nicely. So what you need to do is you need to find the middle of your insert, and then you need to slide in the insert or the rubber on top of it like that. Make sure it's not twisted. And then what you're going to do is suddenly you can do, instead of one insert, you can do two. So basically add your second insert that you want. So I'm going to find the middle again. Let's see. Okay, so here's the middle. I'm going to slide that on top of here like so. And what you have now is you have this. You can see, so I'm pulling them apart, right? So you have the one side of the elastic band is here, and then the other side of it is here. So what I'm going to do now, as they are like this, I'm going to slide them underneath this one piece here that comes in this traveler's notebook, and slide it right in between, and that's how you can add two inserts to one space, if that makes sense. Okay, so that is the way you would do this, and then you have nice kind of fat Mr. Darcy. So now let me just tell you. So basically I have taken out this insert, which I have finished, and it was one of my first ones. The paper isn't great, and I was doing a lot of like experimentation here, and some pages I like, but really not all of it. And yeah, so I decided to take it out because it's done, and I have moved on from kind of that style or more, I don't know, just my art has changed a little bit, and this was just the starting point. So I am ready to part with it, so I have taken it out and then put new inserts that I'm going to start working on. So I have the same insert with this paper, but like a dotted one, which basically I keep for my business entries. I can show you the paper really quickly. So it's got, I've done these swatches here, so it's got this very, there you go, it's got this very pale kind of grey dotting. And that's great for writing things down, for sketching things out when you're designing, etc. So I find it really useful. Okay, other than that, the others are all pretty much Tamoy River paper, and these are the off-white, so the cream ones. And now I'm starting the white Tamoy River paper because this is my favorite one, and I learned that through the process of, you know, just trying different things out. So there are two different styles of this TN. There is one which is a little bit more basic, and it doesn't have the pockets in. So if you want to go for a little bit of a cheaper price, you basically will go just for the stitching, and there won't be any pockets. So the pockets here are on the side like that. So there's one big pocket here and then two small ones there, and then on the back you have this other pocket here which can hold bigger pieces, and a pen loop which I don't really use. So what I have in my TN right now, so I've got random little bits of paper, so these are just swatches, and I've got some illustrations here as well, and just little things really that keep me inspired and I like to look at, and I might want to cut them out at one point and use them. So there is this as well. Then it starts off with so it says here, collect beautiful moments. So that's just something I cut out from a scrapbooking paper, and I stuck this lovely little paper clip there, and then I have these pockets. So this like plastic pocket, and you can see that I slid it underneath. So it might be difficult to understand, but I slid it underneath here. So here's the other one. So it's hugging basically a few illustrations and one of my peerless palettes. And again, I used, it's like a clear thick paper, so I put some scrapbooking paper inside to make it look pretty, and just these type of things inspire me and make TN look a little bit more fun. So on this other side, I just have these two papers here with something that looks like a basic cactus illustration, so I'm not sure what that was for. And there's also the boy illustration that I've done a while ago. So there you go. So now we're getting to the watercolor palette. So this is volume 1, so it's a palette 1. And basically I just took some watercolor paper and cut out pieces of the peerless watercolors, and then titled them and done the swatches on the other side. And to protect it, I also used a sheet of acetate, so that, you know, when these are wet, they can then transfer. This is a great way to have watercolors with you on the go. So for example, if I want to do very quick watercolor illustration, all I need is one of these guys, and that is it. I can take a little bit of the pigment from these peerless watercolor paper sheets, and then I'm done, you know. So they're quite strong, they're very vibrant, and they're very staining, so it's different to watercolors. But if you need a bit of watercolor effect, you can totally use them for that reason. And then I have another one of those plasticky inserts. Sorry, that's the other side of the one I just showed you. So on here I have this paper which is slid in, and then use some washi to adhere this lovely piece of scrapbooking paper, and just wrote Alyona and stamped the date. I think September the 1st 2017 I think is when I started this TN. And then I've got some paper here. I'm not sure where that came from. It must have been maybe here. So I can keep it like that. And then this is the second palette, which has more colors in there, and they are super vibrant. I prefer the second palette to the first one because the colors here are a lot more interesting than the first one. So these are quite basic, I find, in terms of colors, but it's enough to work on a basic color tone. And then these are beautiful, just got loads of beautiful pinks and yellows and oranges. Anyway, so that's how this one works. I also put acetate between the two and done it differently because there is more of the colors. I basically done the swatch where the title is, and that works quite nicely. And then there is another little one here, which I can actually stick another insert. So I can do it like that and have it hugging my insert, as you can see, like that. It looks quite nice on the black. So this one has different pockets, so I used the Heidi Swapp, one of her collections. I don't remember which ones. And you can also do something on the back. For example, you could punch out circles and do some little embellishments. So I will do that one day. Then the other thing is this brand of the inserts, which I would I'm coming to mention to you now. It's Good Impressions, letterpress, handmade stationery. I will put the link below for her Etsy, and these are my favorite. I love the quality, I love the style of them. They're very contemporary looking and just beautiful. Also, in every of the inserts I got one of those cute paper clips, and this is a rose gold. I got a silver and a gold one as well, so that's very neat. And so I've got this Tamoy River paper here, and then on the other side I have the black style, so that's my business insert. This is another Good Impression, so you can get different colors. So I tried a couple of colors and then I decided to stick to the black because I like how that looks. It doesn't look great on camera because of the colors changing, but it is great. So let's see. So this one was one that I ordered to try different papers. So it's got different colors, Tamoy River white and Tamoy River cream, and then it's got a few other papers in here. So this one I bought before I discovered Good Impressions and stuck with them. This one was one of the kind of experimental buys on Etsy, and you know, it doesn't feel great now because of the quality, but the paper is the same. It's Tamoy River, so it's just up to the seller how they design the covers. So having said that, you know, these are definitely my preferred choices. So here I've just kind of using this one a bit like diary type of thing, but I haven't done much in there. And then again, illustrations. So that's what I do in my inserts. I've got quite a bit to go here. There is one I just finished last night. I'll give you a little peek here. I will do a flip through of this one, and then a new one I added just here is brand new. So that one has a gold paper clip here. So yeah, I've got a bunch of things here and it just feels really good, nice and fat. And that's what is inside my TN, and I really like it. So I don't remember if I mentioned or not, but Chic Sparrow now has a brand new design and new leather, like Italian leather I think it is, and it looks pretty good, that TN. So do have a look, and that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you didn't know what these are for, then hopefully this helped you to understand what is something you might want to have or not. And yeah, I love it, so it's my little companion here. All right, so thanks for watching and see you soon.